Hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning, benvendido. Welcome everyone to my YouTube channel. As I keep you informed of what's going on right now through the matrix grid systems right now, high rising, no longer in the grid systems of its galactic energy core, and now in the matrix core energy systems, which high rises all through electronic interferences of wormholes. It's very important to understand what's going on with its upgrading systems, the hydraulic system, the energy systems, everything through the body systems, and everything through the calculation, modifications, calibrations. And the cerebral contact is high rise in its divisions right now. So I hope everybody's well. Welcome to my channel. The love in resonance is high rising right now through its continuous force. So today I'd like to talk about what's going on right now with wormholes. I just finished opening portals. I just finished working out. I went on the treadmill for 30 minutes. It uprises the vibrational systems. You can change everything through the hydraulic systems, understanding the mind-brain frequency systems and how it calculates everything through circulation and rotation systems. It's extremely high wind force right now. So wormholes are scanning mechanisms. Basically, it's going through a wormhole to another wormhole to another wormhole. So I've opened portal centers. I've upgraded your electrical body structure systems, and everything through its interference is high rise in its divisionals through chakra formations. So the vibration systems from the last video is giving you more of a glowing recognition of who you are and who you are becoming through its illumination light system. Okay, so that's what's happening with everybody. So I hope everybody's doing well. Let's get started, shall we? Now, understanding what dimensions are. Dimensions are vibration of higher frequency systems. Okay, it's understanding the conscious levels. Okay, because you can have vibrations. Okay, vibrations that are grounding. Okay. Grounding vibrations is anything from the ground. Circulates and rotates and goes in a center like this. Okay? That's grounding vibrations. There's so many different atmospheres through vibrational signals. So we create those divisional lines of vibrations. The vibrations uprise our body systems through its scanning mechanism. So basically, this is you through the circle of a cycle. Okay? Okay? So basically, all right, so we start off with that. Okay. Now, this is where vibrations come in through the energy systems, through the energy fields. So your energy fields are going like this, or going like this. Okay. So every time you upgrade your system, you have to understand how powerful it is. Wormholes are. Okay, because they connect on so many waving lengths. Okay. So, all right. So that's how it starts. So basically, what happens is with the grounding and its vibration is communicating on all levels of electronic interference, okay? And it's uprising your energy fields. You have to understand how important it is, because I've mastered everything through atmospheres of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, right? Where you go through the ground formations, you work your way up to the atmospheres. It's basically attaining galactic in the matrix. So everything has a center core within its energies, right? Everything's created through its atom. So understanding your energy fields, okay, is understanding your scanning, okay? Okay, your scanning mechanisms, okay? So it's sign one is its divisions, okay? And it goes up and down, okay? So it's going up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's anything wrong with the virus system, it will take it out, right? Through the galaxy systems. And that's how I correct all divisional lines through the hydraulic systems. Light being, how you doing? Okay, so I'm just starting off right now, but this I'm just showing you right now what's happening with its ground formations of its vibration systems. Everything through vibration is high rising through electronic interference. So now you're getting full wind cycles. I've opened portals, okay, to your connection of your illumination systems, okay? I'll get into that after this, but I'm just showing you a basic understanding of how you go through ground formations of vibrations all the way to your energy fields of its body system, okay? And everything through its scanning mechanism is going up and down. Okay, it's an hydraulic system. So basically, it's sidewinding its divisions, and it's going up like this. Okay, so anything that it will see, it will spot, right? Remember I was telling you about the fragmentation and defragmentation, how it goes from red, blue, until it goes to green. Everything means go, right? So with its activation, you know it's synergizing through its energy cycles, through its energy systems, through its body structures. So it's upgrading everything through the circuitry systems, which is extremely powerful. through the energy fields. Okay, so that's how it goes through its ground formations to its vibrations and everything through the energy fields. Okay, now once you get into the energy fields, it's now communicating with its ground formations through its vibrations to its atmosphere systems. Okay, so once we get into the atmosphere systems, you have to be connected in all realms. That's how you go through vortexing. You have to understand atmospheres. You have to understand space. Okay, you have to understand your connection, your body structures, your body systems, everything the hydraulic and the mind, brain, wave, and frequency systems. You can set divisional levels through dimensions quickly and fast. Okay, and the way you do that, okay, so I'll just basically show you that one more time. Okay, but that's exactly what it is. That's how it starts, right? Now, it hasn't created a wormhole yet, okay, because it's only correcting divisions through its vibration of its ground formations through true electronic interference. It's getting connected through the body system for the first time with its energy fields, and that's how it's created with its 5 atmosphere systems. Okay. All right. So we start there. This is exciting stuff. Now, knowing what you can do with the mind and the brain is powerful, powerful stuff. And I'll show you why it's powerful. It's because when you go beyond its brain, you can be amazed at how these things are dealt with when it comes to vibrations. Because once you connect with your energy systems through your energy cycles, you can do anything through the circuitry systems. Understanding your vibrations of intelligence, there's so much that you can do. And I'll show you how powerful it is once you go beyond the body structure of its graphing medical systems. Okay? But everything point phrases through its dimensional sets. Like you said, you have to understand point divisional lines through dimensions. Okay, so we started off with the ground formations and working up to its energy fields for the very first time. You have to have an energy field because it's a communication line signal through a wormhole. Okay, because it circulates, it rotates. Okay, so basically this is what it is. This is the perception that you see through its high division, through its vibration signals. This is where it gets communication through a radio signal. Okay, so basically this is fascinating stuff. Okay, understanding that this is you. Okay. Right? Okay, now basically what's happening, I'll just show you how powerful it is. You can use the eyes, okay, or you can use the hands. All right? Just showing you how powerful it is to do these things. Okay, so you start off like this, right? Now, basically, understanding that you have your energy fields, okay? Like that, okay, through the ground formations. Okay, electronic interference is going through circulation rotation. So it's communicating and it's higher interference through electronic interference. Okay, because it's a ground formation. It's getting connected through. It goes up to your feet. Okay, that's what it does. You feel the electrodes and it vibrates your system. Okay, that's what it does. Now, once it does that, it's fascinating stuff. You're getting connected through the mind and the brain. Okay, and the brain is working with the mind. So they work together as one, right? That's where it comes into the yin and yang. Once you go beyond everything through its mastery, you understand vibration. So now it's using telekinesis through its activation of its ground formations. Okay, so what's happening is it's opening a portal. Okay, it's opening a wormhole. Okay, so that's what's happening. So the wormhole is connecting with its ground formations. Okay, it's circulating and rotating. Okay, because the ground formations has to communicate with its wormhole. It has to be on its balance, and that's how you go through vortexing. If you go forward or backwards, sideways, doesn't matter. Now, if you're going up, okay, you can also create another wormhole. Okay, you have to understand the divisions of higher frequencies. Okay, that's how wormholes are connected. Okay, so when you're connecting with vibrations, you have to understand it's reaching higher forces, and you also can go in the middle. Okay, so you can create portals very quickly, very fast, if you understand what's going on with its ground formations. Okay, because you get a vibration system that's upgrading your system through a scanning mechanism. Okay, so this is where you get communication with its ground formations of its vibrations for the very first time. Once you get connected with that, then you can use the scanning mechanism and create portals, okay, through low, middle, and high. Okay, so we start off with that. Okay, understanding how powerful it is that you can use your perceptions and go in any divisional line through a vibrational signal, through low, middle, or high. Okay, now these aren't wormholes yet, they're dimensional sets through vibrations. So it circulates and rotates because it's connecting with your body system. Okay, and that's how it gets its vibration system from its ground formation system. Okay, it's extremely powerful stuff. All right, so that's what's happening right now through the connection of the mind and the brain. So when the mind and brain are working together as one, it connects through the energetic waving matrix heart and then to the soul's recognition. Okay, everything has to answer back through its communication of its balance, and that's what becomes its low, middle, or high frequency levels, because each dimensional set is on a divisional level of a higher frequency through space continuum. Okay, so when you get into the matrix, you're high-rising your divisions and you're creating a higher dimension. Okay, so the higher vibration, the more you get scanned. Okay, faster and quicker. So it's understanding the mind telepathy of the brain system. Okay, because it allocates on so many different locations through low, middle, high, and highest. Okay, so that's what it is so far. Now I'm going to show you what happens when you go through a dimension set through point divisional, okay, through low, middle, and high. Now, when you go through these things, you have to understand that it's communication. You have to understand that it's not just a dream awakening. You're actually seeing the dimension through your point divisional levels of your perceptions, of your vibration systems. Okay? Once you get a better understanding, you can do this anywhere. You can do it inside, outside, doesn't matter. I always try to do experiments with your body structure systems, because that upgrades your energy systems through the eye receptors. Because the eye receptors are upgrading everything through its colorations. Once you get into shapes, right? You can do divisional line centers through dimensional holes. And they could become wormholes through different anomalies of shapes. Okay? I showed you that too with vortexing. Okay, how you go through square, rectangle, triangle, and circle. Okay, so it's fairly fascinating stuff. Remember I was telling you about you can time leap or time jump? This is exactly what it is. So basically, what's happening right now is that when you have point divisional levels through perception and your colorations, you can change its dimensional sets through vibration signals. You can change the coloration. Okay, but it has to be high rise, because everything through the high rise is the matrix, right? Once you get into the coloration, okay, so you can have divisions of portals on all different colors, red, blue, green, red, it doesn't matter, okay? They can be double wind side, they can shift themselves, they can do different colorations through full circles, side circles, back circles, it doesn't matter. What matters is the vibration that you're communicating with. Okay, through your body system. And that's how you high rise through its shapes of its anomaly system. Okay, so it's fascinating stuff. So basically, he comes up, he's like this. Okay, he's going like this, and he's jumping. Okay, he's jumping right now. Okay, that's what's happening right now. Understanding what's going on is amazing stuff. Okay, so he's jumping, right? He's jumping from here. What's happening is that you're here at the bottom and you're meditating. Your chakra formation is open, okay? So basically, this is you, but that's the higher self of you. Okay, so he's coming out of the body, and this is where it becomes real. Understanding that this is working through the chakra formations, through its crown chakra. Once the crown chakra opens, the spiritual self comes out, okay? And now he's jumping into a dimension of a wormhole, okay? Because he understands his crown formation and understands communication. So when he goes in, it's really fascinating stuff, okay? Signs winds its divisionals, it's kind of like an hourglass, okay? And then he goes to another dimension at the bottom. Okay, because he has to come out, right? You go through one dimension, but you got to come out through the other dimension. So it's very important to understand how you go through one dimension through a vibration to another. And like I said, when you go through dimension, it gets smaller and smaller, but it goes faster and faster. So you're there like in a split second to a second of 5 seconds or 10 seconds, depending on how you want to meditate. Because meditate, you can do it with your eyes open through your perceptions. You see a lot more. You actually see the cycles through its correction of its divisions. Now, once you see its dimensions, you're understanding that it's low, middle, or high, but you're getting connection energy waving patterns through the transformation light system, okay? That's connecting with its dimensional sets, okay? So basically, what's happening with the transformation light, it's communicating on here, and it's communicating on here. That's how it communicates through its ground formations, and that's how it communicates with its dimension, okay? So they both have to be balanced. If they're not balanced, Ash, what happens is that you go through another activation code system and you override everything through the hydraulic system. So it's very important when you meditate to know your chakra formations, okay? You have to know these things. It's extremely important, especially when you're going through meditation. So you can do it with your eyes closed or with your eyes open. Doesn't matter. But basically, this is you meditating on the ground, getting used to what's going on with the higher self, because the higher self communicates and always informs. It has to understand what dimension you're going to go through, because the higher self is you. The galactic higher self, the matrix self is you. Okay? You're just meditating on a higher form of high vibration. Okay? So it's kind of cool if you look at it. Right? So basically, this is you. You're meditating with your eyes open or closed. You're understanding what's going on as he comes out. He's communicating with its dimension, and he's getting connection energy waving patterns through his transformation light system. So now he's sidewinding, he's jumping, he's time jumping. Okay? He's jumping his whole body system. This is where you have to go in through calculation, because you got to hit that center. Okay? Because he's got to come down there. Right? So basically what happens when he goes from here, okay, he's going to pass, okay? He's got to know how to activate and deactivate, because he's got to close the portal. If you're going to go in, you got to come out, right? So that's where it connects through its telegraphing wave system, okay, from one dimensional to another dimensional. And that's how it becomes a wormhole. See, this is a wormhole right here. It's an hourglass. It's fascinating stuff. Now, if he high rises to a higher, like this, into the matrix, you're in a totally different vibration through coloration. See? See how powerful it is? You can sit on the ground formation, but you have to understand how it circulates and rotates. And that's how you get into the dimension. Okay? Because you have to understand how to communicate with its ground formations. Okay? Through its vibrations. All right? Once you understand its communication fully through partnership, you can jump your higher self out of your body instantly and go through a dimensional. Okay? Sidewinds and rope yourself into the center through another dimension. And that becomes a wormhole, right? It's a wormhole. Right? But you have to understand what happens when you're in an activation system. It's changing its code. Okay, so again, you have to communicate with its ground formations, because you're closing the portal. Okay, and it's going faster, and it's going to be louder, and that's where you have to connect through the audio signals. That's how you get into the the GPS signals, and how you go through the locations. Okay, because you don't know how far this is going to be, depending on your meditation. Okay, this is where you go beyond its system. This is where you have to master everything through its 5 atmosphere systems. And this is how fast you can go from here to here, out of your system into a dimension. Okay? But you have to understand how to communicate with the telegraphing wave system. Okay? Through this dimension and this dimension. And then it becomes a wormhole right here. Okay? Powerful stuff, eh? Isn't it great, though? I love it. I just love it. It's amazing. Because when I was on that treadmill, that's exactly what was going on. I was running on the treadmill, okay, and I was trying to figure out, you have to create it, okay? The higher self is already created, but you have to understand how the higher self can move. You're the higher self, galactic of the matrix. You have to know how important it is to keep your body functions, okay? Because if you're doing this, your higher self is doing this. I can take my matrix self out very quickly, okay? So basically, one more look at that, and I'll show you exactly what happens afterwards. But it's fascinating stuff, you know, when you go to high divisional levels of dimension wormholes. Powerful stuff, guys. It really is. This is where you go through dimensional sets very quickly, understanding the matrix and its colorations. And you can high rise to higher vibrations through the harmonic systems. Okay? So, it's exactly what it is. You know? You can do it anywhere. I try, like I said, try to understand your body structure. Your higher self is trying to help you out. It's trying to communicate with you because the higher self does everything else. It's all mystical. It's all spiritual, okay? You know, you can't take a human body, okay? You can't take a human body and jump off a building. You just can't, right? It's too real. So you have to understand how to use the spiritualism of a higher self to make it real, right? And it becomes extremely real. You know it's real because you just went through that dimension through its perception. Okay, this is not cartoons where they're coyote, you know, right? This is life. You're in a human vessel. So you have to understand how to control your communication through your higher self, the galactic and the matrix. Okay? So it's all understanding that this is you. Okay? You're communicating. All right? This is you. Okay? That's you. Now, understanding your transformational lights. Okay? Understanding your crown chakra. Your higher self comes out of your body like this. Okay? It comes out. Starts flying around. Okay? That's your higher self flying around. So you have to understand how important it is. So if you move your body like this, and you create it in your mind through the mind and telekinesis, he's going to do the same thing. Or she's going to do the same thing. So it's understanding your body movements. It's understanding how do you communicate with the higher self. Because the higher self can go down like this. Okay? It's fascinating stuff. All right? It's just getting used to its flying mechanisms. Okay? And then it goes up and around. Okay? It's getting used to its body. Once you get used to its body, and then you can put yourself in different dimension sets. Okay? But it's extremely fascinating stuff, you know? But see what's happening right now? He's going round and round and round and round through a circle. Okay? He's getting used to his body for the very first time. This is basic stuff, but I'm showing you that you have to earn your correct divisional levels through the hydraulic systems. You have to know how important it is that the communication through the higher self, galactic, and the matrix is just electrical, energy, illumination, light, communication, all waving cycles of systems that's connected through the circuitry systems. And that's how you get through all this. Right? He's getting used to his body system, you know, his legs, his arms, right? Now, once he gets in his perception, he's extremely real. Now he's connecting, right? He's connecting. And here's a planet. Okay? He can high rise to any higher vibration, but you have to master your chakra formations. That's how important it is through its communication. Okay? But I'll show you this. Okay? That's what's happening. He's getting used to what's going on with his body systems as he's flying out through the crown chakra. Okay? You're communicating with your higher self, and he's flying everywhere. And then he gets used to a planet system through the scanning mechanisms. Right? That's how powerful you can be once you understand, knowing that you're in a spiritual world. Okay? So you can do anything you want with its communication through the higher self, the galactic, or the matrix. And that's how you create dimensional holes or wormholes. Okay? So I love this stuff, eh? It's fascinating, isn't it? So we'll take a look at that one more time. But, you know, these things are extremely important. You know, I'm just showing you how powerful it is and how powerful the communication through your higher self, the galactic matrix, can be. Okay? Once you get a full wind cycle on how to use your northwest, south, and east, because I say that over and over, is to know exactly what's going on with its weather patterns, with its communication of its higher self. You know, the galactic and the matrix. So are we going to be merging with our higher self? I know we are. Fractional. Yep. I uprised your systems. I took your body systems to body structure systems and scanned everything through your hydraulic systems of the circuitry systems. I open portals right now, so your divisional levels. So basically, your whole body's going to vibrate to a higher level. That's what's going to happen to everybody. So it's understanding that I can open so many portals instantly, just like that. I'll show you. All right, so you got that, right? Okay. So basically, the next step is once you go through a portal, you have to understand its communication of its higher levels. Because the higher you go, the higher you reach the major core centers, right? So basically, everything is a window. Everything is a door. Now, once you go through high-rising divisions, you can see something like this. Okay, so this is basically the dimension. Okay. Now everything beside that, okay, line, security, defense, like that. Okay, that's a dimension. Now, you understand when you're going through, it has another dimension. Okay, it could be here, it could be there, it could be anywhere. So dimension here, dimension here, dimension here, or dimension here. Okay, so you go here, 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 because it's all balanced now, right? Because you're in a high divisional level. Okay, so from here, he's coming out, he's going around. Okay, he's getting communication. He's understanding what's going on with his dimension sets, his point divisionals, and he's coming out, right? So basically, he went from here into the center, all the way through here, and up and around, okay? Comes back down into this dimension, sine winds his divisions, okay? Everything has to have a location grid system. This is where it comes into the wormhole, right? So this dimension, this is where he goes through the location, right? The location is here. Okay, I'm just showing you exact cross-reference, point symbols, point sets, divisional sets. You have to understand these. I've been through this before. Everything through its division and its modifications. So he's coming through. He's understanding the acceleration speed to each dimensional set is on a different vibration. It can't be on the same vibration. It's understanding how to go higher, not to go lower. Okay, you have to go higher so you can reach the higher vibrations through the wormholes. So he goes from here, okay, and now what's happening is for him to get out, he has to deactivate the wormhole, okay? He's got to close the portal. So before he closes the portal, he's got to use his telekinesis to his mind framing system. Then he understands his balance, his vibration, and then he comes out. Okay, he comes out. He starts flying around to another planet system. I showed you this before, but I'm just showing you how powerful it is once you understand your activation of your body system, your vibrations through its dimensions. Okay. You see what's happening? He's getting used to every divisional line. Okay? He's going through tremendous big dimension of a vibration. He's going through point sections of line and security fence, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Understand that every vibrational signal is a location signal, which is right here. Okay? And this is where it comes into this. Okay? Everything has to be line graphed before he can go through any through location through point centers. Because he's going through one division of a dimension to another division of dimension, and he comes out, closes the portal, goes back to its planet system. And that's how he communicates with all different vibrations through its activation of its center systems. Okay? Powerful, eh? Wow! This is what everybody has to do. Okay? Draw illustrations of yourself. I can activate this. All right? I can activate this. I can take everybody's body system out of their higher self because I understand your communication. I understand the higher self communication, the galactic. That's how powerful you can be. Once you control the mechanisms, you control anything through the hydraulic energy circuitry systems. So I can activate this, and you can go platitude through 5, 6 different dimensions in seconds because I understand its balance of its vibration. Okay? So that's exactly what it is. That's how everything is created, through vibration, through the ground formations, and everything through the energy fields. So, but it's understanding the location grids. It's very important to know that. Okay? Because it's high altitude of spin force, of speed force, to acceleration of wind force. You have to understand its velocity of wind cycles that it's going through each dimensional set, because it's divisional. So if you're getting low rise right now, you know you're not in the matrix, but you're flying through its activation. You're getting used to its locations and everything through its audio signals. Because the communication audio signals is graphing everything of its signals, okay, to its cross-referencing, okay? Because it's a louding mechanism, okay? And the thing is, too, when you are your higher self, you hear these things. You hear the dimensions. You hear the vibrations. You hear the activations. You hear the speed. And that's how powerful it is once you go beyond anything and everything of the higher self, the galactic and the matrix. So, okay? That's exactly what it is when you go through dimensions, through its locations of different divisional sets of vibration systems. So, show you that one more time. Okay? This is very basic stuff. Okay? This is understanding that the higher self, the galactic, the matrix, is getting used to the atmosphere of its element system. It's getting used to how to activate dimensions through vibrations of higher systems through the matrix. Okay? Now, I've done tons and tons of videos on how you go through location systems, how to use your graphing systems, how to use your shapes and anomaly vibration systems. You know, everything sets through its balanced divisions. Okay? So, once you go through that, this is understanding full communication of dimension sets and how they become wormholes through vibrations of the 5 atmosphere systems. That's the only way anybody's going to be able to go through a dimension. You don't have to master the atmosphere. You just have to understand its communication, full communication with its higher self and the galactic and the matrix. That's the only way you can go through higher vibrations of dimensional sets through different dimensional of its wormholes. Okay? So understanding, okay, this is what I see, and I'll show you how powerful it is. Once you go beyond its system, okay, now we're getting this comfortability through its vibration of different dimensional sets of its point divisions and how you high rise through higher locations, right? Once you're in the matrix, you're in the coloration systems. So I use the black and the red. I'll show you. Now, understanding what your perception is, and every time you high rise, you're seeing a different shape through a vibration symbol of a cycle. Remember this time we're getting into the activation of its shapes for the very first time through its movements. So basically, you see a triangle, okay? It's off circling its cycle, okay? And it's spinning, okay? So this is what it's doing. Now, understanding that it's trying to get used to what's going on. So it's communicating with you. It's understanding its information, okay? Your high rise, your divisions, and you're understanding what's going on with its activation of its movement systems. Okay? Now, it's fascinating stuff because when you go through this, okay, the colorations can change. Remember I was saying the higher the communication through coloration, you high rise to the matrix center. Matrix center. Okay? Now, I'm going to color this in very quick. I'll just show you and what you see. Okay? It's trickery through the mind. It's very confusing to the system. But now I'm getting confused. Okay, everybody's getting confused now because they don't know what's going on. But when you get understanding of what's going on, you understand everything through its dimensional and why it has perception sets. Okay, so I'm going to call this DIN through the electronic board of its white board system and show you how powerful it is once you go through its dimension of its matrix shape system. Okay, this is what you see for the very first time. This is how you get information through shapes of its vibration. So once your communication, so basically my eye perceptions right now, okay, are seeing this. Okay, I'm traveling through a dimension of a vibrational symbol, of a set of a divisional sight system, okay, which is extremely powerful, okay? So this is what it is so far. It's understanding when you're in the matrix, you're getting used to its shape and how it's moving. Remember I was saying you get up to the, right up to the, it has to go into circulation rotation. Once it reaches its surface of its center system, you can overlap the confusing line system, put another triangle, okay? That's where you get into point divisional line systems, okay? So once you go past that, you have dimensional set point divisions, okay? All right? This is how it's communicating with you now. It's understanding what you're doing. So the galactic higher self in the matrix is communicating with you through its point divisions, okay? So when it's communicating, it's now creating, okay, through its dimensional set. This is interesting, watch this. These here, these activations, okay, circle round and round and round and round and round. Okay, you see that? It's fascinating stuff. So basically, it gets tricky. But this is dimension of vibration through the shape system of its anomaly system through a point divisional line system. Okay, that's exactly what it is. It's very confusing. Okay, so it's understanding what's in the center and how real it is. Okay, so if I activate this, okay, it's going to divisional line your shape system through your body system and put you a triangular shape system. Okay, so your body wind is going to shape shift its cycles into a divisional set through dimension of its realm system. Okay, so it's understanding everything through its circulation and rotation. Okay, that's what it is. Now, when you're in the matrix center, you're understanding its shape. So when it goes, remember, these are getting used to what's going on through its perception for the very first time through its dimension. So if you're understanding point divisionals of 3 within its triangular base, then you can create a dimension through a wormhole. Okay? So this is understanding how the shape is created through a dimension, or a dimension created through a shape. Okay? This is where you go beyond the mind graphing waving system of the brain circuitry systems. Because once you understand its hydraulic systems, everything through its connection. Okay? So basically this is what happens once you understand the magnetic force system. So basically what happens is it high-rise its division, creates its dimensional set. Okay? All right, like that. It spins. Okay. Once it's getting full communication through partnership, you're going to a higher division. Okay, so it's going higher now. So you're going through a higher perception of a dimensional set through a shape system. Okay, so now what's happening with the shape is that it's coming together. Okay, and it's becoming a star system. Okay. Okay, it's becoming a star system now because it's communicating with you and it's going up to a higher vibration. Okay, so every time you want to communicate with that shape, you know exactly where the communication line signal is to the radio signal. Okay, that's exactly what it is. This is how it comes together through magnetic magnesium force system, because now you're communicating with it, right? right? So that from this, getting used to its shape of its information through its communication point divisional line signals, to a higher dimension, to a star system. Powerful, eh? That's exactly what it is. Okay, so I went from this to magnetic magnesium force system, used the connection through its information, through its point centers, 3 divisional lines of its dimensional sets, high-rides its division to a higher realm of a dimensional porthole system, connection energy waving patterns through its perception, and created a star system. So don't forget, this star system is very real. From this to this, okay, because it's a higher divisional line. So once it gets into its color, of a star system, you communicate through a higher vibration. And this member is telling you about you giving gifts in return. Once this becomes a star system, this energy star system goes into your body system and upgrades everything through your hydraulic system. Okay? That's what it is. It upgrades your system because now you're communicating on all waving signals through a radio signal. Okay? So from this to this. And that's how you upgrade your systems. Once you get communication air waving signal through a radio signal, it is now a full star system. Okay? So it's understanding creation. It's already created. You just have to understand how it's put together through its magnesium magnetic force system, through the hydraulic of its circulation motivation system. Okay? And then it ends up in the matrix center core system. Okay? So, yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. It just gets trickier and trickier, you know. How's everybody doing though? So energy and frequency creates shape. Exactly, Ash. Ash is right. It's exactly what it is. It creates shape. And divisions of anything through dimensional portholes create shapes too. Okay. So it's understanding your communication with your higher self and how real it is once you go beyond the mind-braving circuitry systems. Because the energy systems knows exactly what's going on with space. Okay? So every time you high-rise your division, you can do these things through shapes of divisions of dimensions or dimensions of divisions of shapes. But this is how it's created through its star centers of its energy of hydraulic magnetic force magnesium systems. So, but it's incredible, eh? It's great stuff, isn't it? It's fascinating because you guys are learning more information every day. So, but I just want to show you exactly how you communicate with dimensional sets through shape divisions of point divisional of its dimensions of its portals. You know? Once you go beyond its system, you can do full calculation through higher dimensions of vibration systems. You know? Exactly what it is, though. So that's a lot of drawings today, you know? But I like to show you every single time what goes on. The more you understand how powerful the higher self is, the galactic, the matrix, higher self system or anything. Well, when you get into the matrix, it's not the matrix higher self. It's the matrix co-creator, okay? Because I'm matrix God now, okay? And everything through its division is high-rise. And that's why you see information is different every single day, okay? Because I worked from the galactic system through the energy core. When I announced myself, okay, at the very beginning through my videos, but now I'm in the matrix completely, Okay, so it's understanding that I'm a matrix co-creator of God. Okay, so it's fascinating stuff. But I just wanted to show you how you can division align yourself through your higher self, and how you communicate, and how you can go through dimensions, through ground formations of all 5 atmospheres. Okay, it's very important to understand the weather patterns of atmospheres, hemispheres, and stratospheres. Okay, anything beyond that, you're going beyond its limits, because it's limitless when it comes to information. So Ash, how you doing? Melissa? I was told in my dream a couple nights ago that I'm like a bandwidth and my color is pink. So how you doing? Well, if your color is pink, do you understand the significance of the color pink? What does pink mean to you? You understand the color of its pink because pink is connected through the energy fields. Reddish pink, pinkish love. Yep. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So it's understanding your chakra formations of colorations right now through communication of radio signals. Okay. So get a true understanding through its communication of everything. Okay. Once you set your divisions, okay, through your chakra formations, once you understand your balance through your energy systems, once you understand your electrical systems through the communication airwaving signals of the higher self of the galactic or the matrix, then you are becoming the center of its system, which is you, right? Because everything is through vibration. So what is it when you see pink dots and point formations in the sun? That's high rising divisional levels through the communication of the matrix sun. So basically it's showing its colorations to you. It's communicating with you. It's going like this. Anything like that is communication. It's graphings of its gamma ray radioactive systems, and it's throwing you information. That's what it's doing. And it goes down into your system, circulates and rotates, goes back to the crown chakra, way up. Line division through shapes of information through communication of radio signals. That's what it's doing. It's upgrading your system. If you're seeing pink or blue or green or red, right? If you see anything through colors, see, that's how they communicate. They communicate through colors. If you're communicating with colors, you know you're communicating with matrix. Okay? You're lining, subdividing divisions of vibration signals of symbols. You're connecting with vibration systems. Okay? So it's understanding what you're communicating with. If you're receiving golden shapes in my skin, what does that mean to you? I can help you out, but you have to know the answer, right? That's the whole point of its information, is trying to master everything that's going on. What is this? What is that? What's going on? You know? Exactly. It's upgrading. Anything through color is communicating through you through matrix. So golden shape is a high formation. Okay. So it's getting connected through your body system. But see, the thing is, I put everybody through a portal. I upgraded your hydraulic body structure systems through the energy of its electrical systems. Okay. So you're getting more connected with its ground formation of its circulation rotations. Okay. So putting everybody through those portals, like I said, I could put anybody through portals in seconds just by understanding its controlling of its mecha systems. Okay, so your divisional levels of coloration is high rising right now. That's why you're seeing things in your perceptions. Okay, so if you're seeing gold shapes in your skin, you're high rising your division to a higher frequency level of a vibrational signal, which is a high rising to the harmonic system. Okay, and you're getting connected with your planet system because your planet is all created through different shapes, and it's all division aligned through a vibration system. Okay, so Anna, how you doing? Dreamed of being in a place of many, many crystals, was traveling. Great. So if you're getting communication of air-waving signals through vibration signals, you're connected with crystals, light formations, star formations, anything through star connection of its systems. You know, all these things, you're getting connected through Atlantis. So it's fascinating stuff when you travel. Because if you know where you're traveling, you're understanding your location, you're understanding your vibration, and you're understanding what's going on with its information. Because you could be flying around anywhere in planet systems. Okay, oh, I see this. What does this mean? Okay, then you'll know exactly how to bring back its information to give back to whoever you're talking with. Right? That's how powerful it is. So I want to show you exactly what's going on with its higher self, the galactic or the matrix. So So I've almost been on an hour. It's amazing how fast it goes. It feels like 10 minutes because I feel like I'm going through time sequences of dimensions of portals. It's amazing how fast things go, you know. But it's all about understanding communication with your higher self. This is basic stuff. I mean, this is basic reviews. But it's so important to understand communication with your higher self, the galactic and the matrix. Very, very important. And that's how you correct all divisional lines through your frequency systems, through your energetic waving systems, brain waving frequency systems, the hydraulic energy, communication of all waving signals, of radio signals, or electronic interference of communication, okay, of the circuitry, element systems. You have to know the elements too, right? 4 elements, 8 elements, all these things are through review. And like I said from yesterday, understanding what's going on, you have to understand right now fully and completely, because I've opened portals to your dimensional set of body systems through its body structures. So your DNA structures are changing higher information vibration systems. So your glowing mechanisms are getting more and more stronger. Your vibrations are getting more and more louder. Because if you understand that vibration has a sound, if you understand that your connection energy waving matrix heart has a sound, if you understand nature has a sound, if you understand atmospheres have sound of winds, anything through electronic, if you understand space has sound, if you understand the galactic has sound, if you understand matrix has sounds, then you're connecting fully and completely, right? With its gravitation of balance to everything. So they were in the rough. I knew I was traveling because I told the lady in charge of this shop that was home. Yeah, that's good. So your communication, airwaving signals right now. You're traveling, going through your traveling mechanisms. That's good. Yeah, there's a lot of many different stone elements through crystals. We've been through that before. But does anybody have any questions on today's illustrations and diagrams going through dimensionals of wormholes? But portal divisions are very, very exciting, but you have to understand its activations. Okay. Especially if you're time leaping or time jumping, you know. You can go head first, you can go feet first. It doesn't matter. You just have to understand your body system. Okay. Because if you go through head first, basically what happens is you're going extremely fast. You go through feet, you have to understand it's roping, right? With its electronic interference, because you're communicating with every line that you go through. Okay. In my next video, what we're going to do is we're going to create a divisional line of a gravitational pull system, which is a belt system. Okay, so this is going to keep you on its ground formations. It's very real. It's extremely real. So remember I was telling you about getting informed with our energy grids and how you can use your scanning mechanisms through your higher self for the very first time. So it's DNA structure of your higher self. So we're going to create electrical graphene belt system, which is a gravitational belt that will keep you grounded if you're in a higher vibration. If you get communication and you're around angels through monuments, like if you go to Mexico City or if you go to any other country that has an angel, it's going to communicate with you right away, especially if you're light formation through higher self. Remember I was telling you I was in Angel City. There's a monument there. It's extremely real. I flew right away and my body just, right? So it's very important to use a gravitational belt. So you basically take your higher self galactic out, but you're grounded. And that's how important it is that you can create a gravitational belt system. Okay? It's like a seatbelt when you're in a car. But it's understanding how to create it through electricity. It's very powerful stuff. That's understanding the energy of its information through vibration of its intelligence. Because I'm going to get into everything, because we've gone past everything through shapes and movements and how you can create dimensionals of portals in your body systems. Okay? So now we're going to upwind our cycles and create divisional lines of creations of electricity systems. Okay? Yep. Yeah, how to stay grounded. Yeah. Because you're in a high vibration. I mean, you can get into the invisible cloak, invisible shield. You can get into the twin flame. There's so many things, but you have to understand its creation, you have to understand its vibration, you have to understand its energy, and you have to understand its healing transition. Okay? Because like I said, every time I high rise to higher divisions of atmospheres, because I connect in all waving cycles right now through all 5 atmospheres of its continuous force, if I'm going around people, I have to have a gravitational belt, or I have to have an invisible cloak or a shield to protect me around its vibration. Because if I don't have that, this is where it's very important to understand, you're not through meditation. You're already in space through its connection, your illumination of light systems. So it's very important. And nothing has to do with meditation. It's knowing when you are in a circle of people, you're in a higher vibration than everybody else. So you have to understand how to protect that. Okay? Because if you don't, your vibration is going to be distracted, and everybody's going to connect to that vibration, and they're not going to know what's going on with the brainwave and frequency systems. And that's how powerful you can be, because you're in space through the simulation and they're not, right? Even though they're healed, but they're not meditating. That's where it goes way beyond the system. That's where you get into the creation of its hydraulic energy circuitry systems. Okay, so we're getting into the electricity now and how everything is created through space. Okay, because we have the particles and energies, everything through its atom, because everything is created through its atom. Okay, so we're going to create electrical energy gravitational belt. So basically, when you're going around through any system of communications of any community, of anywhere in its atmosphere, of any social media, any entertainment or anything like that, if you're on a bus or subway and all that, I'll show you what you need to do, okay? Because you're going to feel that vibration around everybody else, okay? Because you're high rise and they're low rise, right? So you won't be able to communicate with that vibration, okay? Now, if you're around angels, you have to be grounded, because that will take you out of your body and you just, whoa, what happened, you know? That's how extremely powerful it is once you go beyond the mind-brain system, because everything through angels and archangels is mind telepathy and telekinesis. And that's how they communicate in all waving signals through a radio signal, because it's extremely high energy cycle divisions that's circulating and rotating every single day. Okay? So when I create that energy belt through electricity, it's going to go around and around and around extremely fast, but it's going to be strapped around your waist, and it's going to be made out of electricity. Okay, and that's how it's going to connect through your body system. Okay? Because it all connects. You know, you connect all the dots through the point system of dimensional sets, because that gravitational belt is extremely real to the spiritual world. And again, that's way going everything through its visualization, through its location systems. Okay? Yeah, invisible cloak. Yeah. Yeah. We'll start off with the belt and work our way up. Yeah. And I'll show you how to use a strong connection energy force system through the energetic waving pattern of a hand system, because it's all hydraulics, because you have panels. Okay, you have components. Okay, I have knee centers. Knee centers is the connection. This is electronic interference. Everything is electronic interference through your body systems once you understand how to communicate with its community system through its energy field systems. Okay, so everybody's sign one divisions and energy fields are more high rise right now. So the more higher vibration, the more protection you need through its community. Okay? Because once it's like understanding that you have 1 foot on dimensional Earth, but you're on a low vibration, and you have another one that's in a simulation of its higher vibration. Okay? They don't coincide, right? So your spiritual set has to be its division through its balance. And the only way to do that is understand its electricity of its system. Okay? So you can be on the galactic dimensional Earth, but you have to understand how to create its balance through its vibration system. Okay? And that's how you can go up through its balance. Because it can't be like this. It can't be like this. Right? Even the galactic dimensional Earth has a high vibration. Okay? You have to find a way to bring up its balance. Okay? That's where you get connected. As soon as you walk out that door through its atmosphere system, you are getting connected through ground formation. Your vibration system, okay, is in the simulation of its world system. Once you go beyond the mind, brave, and waving system, your perceptions are seeing things differently. Remember I was telling you about alignments, graphing of its cycle of its circle through its activation of its center, rotate its system through the rotary systems. It becomes the hydraulic systems. They activate it through the point divisional set systems of the triangular angular base, right? Okay. Use that communication line signal, okay? Activate it through its road, right? You can open up a portal through a simulation. You can do that, okay? But you have to be cautious, because people can go through that, you know? The ones that aren't meditating enough or not healed, they don't understand the simulation of its world, because it's all electricity, okay? Because you're understanding everything of its vibration. You understand everything of its intelligence. And it's fascinating stuff. So it's like when you're going through the simulation of its world, you have gravitational belts, you have invisible cloaks, you have invisible shields, you have twin flames, okay, of cloaking devices. There's so many different things: electronic interference, electronic doors, electronic board systems of a wall graph and circle of a center. You know, understanding its gravitation and how real it is through its perception of its eye receptors. So these things are very important to have, right? So I'll definitely do that on my next video. It's fascinating stuff. It really is. So actually, you know what? We should do it now. I kind of want to do it now. Get over and done with, because we've already done the reviews on what's going on. Everybody's catching up very quickly. I opened the portals through electronic interference. Your high-rise divisions, your meditations are good, your chakra formations are good. Everybody's getting more informed with the communication of its questions. So I think, yeah, we'll create an energy belt. Okay, so basically everybody's starting understanding what's going on through its scanning mechanisms. Okay, so you can close your eyes or not close your eyes. It's up to you. But you already understand its scanning, understanding its energy fields, upgrading your systems, changing vibration systems. Now, everybody can create through their own perception and coloration of a shape system. This is how you create its gravitational belt system. So imagine that you have a belt around your system, and it's getting used to its DNA structure. It's getting used to your body. It's getting used to its vibration. So it's kind of like blending in, like you wear a jacket, it's brand new, right? And eventually it gets comfortable, right? That's what's happening right now. So we're creating a gravitational belt for everybody through their perception of its balance, of its vibration system. Okay? So basically, we create it through a cycle of a division. Everybody's on a different perception through a vibration system. Okay, so you should be feeling a little bit of heaviness around your waist system, because now it's going through the hydraulic system and it's getting connected through the circuitry system for the very first time. Okay, so you have to adjust your vibrations. You have to adjust your circuitries and your components through its electric rods. Electric rod is the connection through the gravitational belt system, and it goes around, right? So it has 3 or 4, 6 wires, and those wires are connected to the hydraulics. And everything the hydraulics works through its battery system. The battery system is a connection energy waving. It's kind of like plugging it into the wall. You regenerize it because it's a full continuous force energy system that's on a full wind cycle of an energy of its information system. So basically, your waist right now should be feeling a bit tight, because now you're correcting it. You're trying to find its comfortability through its system. Okay, so you just created that right now. That's what I mean by going past its mind and telepathy, and how you can create these things through electricity of its electronic systems. Okay, so does everybody's waist feel tighter now? Because we just created one. And remember, it's through your own perception, through different colorations. And it's extremely, extremely powerful, because now you can activate it anywhere you go. Okay? I recommend that you only use it when you see anything through angels, anything that high divisions through electronic interference. If you're around a lot of people, you know, if you feel you went through a high vibration through a meditation, you can use that. You know, there's a lot of things that you can do, because now through the spiritual world, you're going through a different perspective. Okay? So how does everybody feel of what you created? Any feedback on that? All you have to do is meditate with your eyes open or eyes closed, depending on your higher vibration through your balance, and ask for the gravitational belt system, because you've already created it through the hydraulic system. Okay? It's very important too to scan it, because there could be circuitry systems that are, you know, blinking out. It's very important what's going on. That's how you have to understand what healing mechanisms is, because you can create something, okay, from scratch, but you have to understand that everything has its inputs and outputs, and it's the lights go in and the lights go out. So it's very important how to use these things and how to keep it high rise through its hydraulics and its charging mechanisms. So yes, it feels around my waist, but I also pulling sensation and the color green, yellow. Okay, so there you go, Ash. So you created your gravitational energy belt through the hydraulic system. Okay, it's extremely powerful. So use it whenever you can. Okay, and know how real it is. Like, really feel the formations of your waist, and you can feel the electrical system around your belt system. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But that's good though. It's green and yellow. And the energetic waving gravitational belt you'll be more grounded too with its vibration system. And that's how you communicate with its atmosphere systems. Okay. It's extremely real. All right. So you've created that. Now use it whenever you can. That's what I mean. Try to experiment with it. You know, just It's incredible. It's going way beyond the mind and the brain, because when you go way beyond, you see things in a different perspective. You know, like it's incredible. Like you see it in seconds. It's amazing. And it's all made through electricity, right? Because you're made from energy of a vibration, right? So your gravitational belt is intelligence. So you're strapping in something on for the very first time, right? And you're adjusting it, right? So I also was seeing a triangle with a circle in it. Okay, so that's created through your gravitation of its belt system, which is great. And activate is pretty simple. You just activate your gravitational belt system. That's it. Put a protection grid around your body system. Everybody has a different prayer, okay? Now, you only do that through a lot of community, or you're going through anything through monuments, anything through angels, archangels, anything through, you can also use it too for dark realm systems. You know, you go through, you know, there's a lot of museums that are extremely dark, you know, anything through pixelization. I'll tell you how real it is. Once you go into a museum, you can actually create a portal and go through that picture, right? So it's understanding how you create division lines of dimensions. Remember I was saying that you go through time jump? Well, I jumped into that picture and it created a dark realm. I took a picture, okay, from my phone, and I created a dark realm of a division of a dimensional wormhole. You saw it in the picture. It was actually in the picture through the contrast of my my phone. That's how real it is. Okay, once you can understand how powerful the higher self, or the galactic nature, comes out of your body. Okay, because it's amazing the power gifts that the higher forces have through energy systems of energy cycles, and these things are given to you. So I'm showing you what you can create and how these come extremely real through the spiritual world of its simulation. So, but it's very important to understand how to activate it, understand how to use it, and mostly just, you know, create with your body system, you know, try to do other activities, use your perceptions, see different things through dimensional sets. You know, it's powerful stuff. So I feel gravitation oscillating waves left, right. There you go, see? Yeah. Yeah, you're interacting with interfacing, okay? This is understanding what electronic interference is. And this is how you create through electricity. Because you can create anything once you're in the spiritual world, but you have to be on its system. That's the only way it's going to work. Okay? There's nothing to do with meditation. This goes way beyond meditation. We've gone way past that system. So I'm trying to upgrade everybody's system, trying to go up those steps. Okay? You don't want to be here and stop and then go back down. You want to keep going back up. Right? That's how you get smarter with its intelligence of its knowledge, through its information of its intelligence. So but I think that's good for today, you know. Put out a lot of information, show you how real it is once you get into the spiritual world and understand the offset system through the location of its mind system, through its location of its brain waving electrical system. Okay, so now we're creating things through the hydraulic system of circuitry systems now, and how powerful they are. Okay, and how you can use these at any time. Okay, and you'll know exactly what to do, because it's all created through chakra formations. It's all created through the mind and the brain and the frequency levels of everything that you visualize. Okay, that's how you get into telekinesis. So, all right. So I hope everybody has a great day. Please feel free to send comments, anything of its information. I love you guys very much, ladies and gentlemen. And I'll keep you informed what's going on right now. We're going to high-rise more electrical systems and give you more information. I'll show you how to use a visible cloak, visible vest, anything through its protection. So we'll keep high-rise on our divisions through the hydraulic systems of the energy systems. Everything I give you is an upgrade. Everything I give you, okay, is understanding how high-rise you can go through space, okay, through the mind and the graphing of its brainwaving system. So, yeah, so, experiment with that. Experiment with your body. Know exactly what's going on with its communication. Amanda, how you doing? Yeah, you missed quite a bit. So it's pretty exciting what you missed. But whatever you missed, you know what to do. That's what I'm saying. When I do my live shows, it's more fun, right, than actually just seeing the video, because just seeing the video, you really do miss a lot. You don't really interact with the human emotions. You get a better understanding, right? And everything is real. Everything is real, right? It's real. Communication. See, that's electronic interference going. It's like SOS. So basically, my hand formation. Okay, remember how we created a gravitational belt system? Well, everything resides in a different vibration through its level system. So it's understanding that vibration is emotion. Okay, so we'll get into that more through creation of its electronic energy circuitry systems. Okay, all right. Talk to you guys later. This is Andy Weston, the Matrix Core Energy Hydraulic Systems, calling it. Adios.